In a busy anthill nestled in a beautiful meadow, there lived a little ant named Andy. Andy was very special because he had a heart full of kindness and was always ready to lend a helping hand. All the other ants in the anthill adored him because he was so friendly and caring. Whether it was carrying food for the elderly ants or offering assistance to the younger ones, Andy was loved by everyone for his kind nature. In the story, the anthill was situated in a picturesque meadow. The meadow was a lovely place, filled with vibrant colors and surrounded by tall, swaying grass. It was a bustling home to many different insects and animals. Butterflies fluttered gracefully among the flowers, bees buzzed busily as they collected nectar, and ladybugs dotted the leaves with their bright red and black spots. The meadow was a lively and enchanting habitat, teeming with life and buzzing with activity. One fateful day, a big rainstorm swept over the meadow, pouring down heavy raindrops. The rain fell relentlessly, causing the water to rise rapidly. Soon, the meadow became flooded, and the anthill was in great danger. The ants became frightened and worried because their precious home was at risk of being destroyed. They scurried around frantically, trying their best to protect their anthill from the oncoming flood. However, no matter how hard they worked, the force of the rushing water was too strong for them to handle. The ants felt helpless and desperate as their efforts seemed to be in vain against the mighty flood. As the rest of the ants struggled to find a way to save their anthill, Andy's clever mind started working. He had an idea. Andy believed that if they joined forces with other creatures in the meadow, they could overcome the challenges together. Brimming with determination, he stepped forward and volunteered to go on a brave mission to seek help. With raindrops falling heavily, Andy set off on a perilous journey. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he believed in the power of unity. Andy ventured through the rain, braving the strong winds and the pouring raindrops. Each step was filled with uncertainty, but he remained steadfast in his mission to find potential allies who could assist in saving their home. As Andy continued his journey through the rain-soaked meadow, he stumbled upon a distressed ladybug struggling in a puddle. The frightened ladybug was trapped and unable to escape. Without hesitation, Andy sprang into action. Using his tiny ant strength, he carefully lifted the ladybug out of the puddle and placed it on a safe leaf. The ladybug was grateful, and they exchanged a thankful glance before Andy resumed his mission. Soon, Andy encountered another obstacle, a massive spider web blocking his path. The sticky threads glistened with raindrops, and the thought of getting trapped sent shivers down Andy's spine. But he didn't let fear stop him. With quick thinking, he meticulously maneuvered through the web, avoiding the sticky traps with nimble footwork. Andy's cleverness and agility saved him from the spider's snare, and he continued onward. Undeterred by the pouring rain and fierce winds, Andy pressed forward with unwavering determination. His tiny ant body was drenched, and the wind pushed against him relentlessly, but he refused to give up. Each step was a testament to his bravery as he trudged through the stormy weather. Andy's courageous spirit shone brightly, inspiring those who would witness his valiant journey. After braving the storm, Andy's perseverance paid off. He finally arrived at a gathering of friendly butterflies. Breathless but determined, Andy explained the urgent and dangerous situation facing their anthill due to the flooding. With empathy in their fluttering wings, the butterflies listened attentively. They understood the gravity of the predicament and recognized the importance of coming together to help. Without hesitation, they offered their assistance and pledged to join Andy in leading a rescue mission to save the anthill. United in their purpose, Andy and the butterflies formed a brave team. Together, they planned and strategized, using their combined strengths to devise a plan. The butterflies' grace and aerial skills, coupled with Andy's knowledge of the anthill's layout, made them a formidable force. With hope in their hearts and determination in their wings, the team set out on their mission, ready to face the challenges that lay ahead. Together, they would do everything in their power to protect the anthill and ensure the safety of its inhabitants. With the assistance of the butterflies, Andy and his newfound allies sprang into action. They devised a plan to divert the flood waters away from the anthill, using their combined skills and knowledge. The butterflies fluttered gracefully, creating air currents that pushed the water in a different direction, away from the vulnerable anthill. Meanwhile, the ants worked tirelessly, joining forces to reinforce their home. They carried pebbles and sticks, building barriers to protect the anthill from future floods. Each played their part, demonstrating the power of teamwork and cooperation. As the ants and butterflies toiled together, their efforts paid off. The floodwaters began to recede, and the anthill stood strong and secure once again. The meadow animals, who had been observing the remarkable display of unity, were deeply impressed. The animals gathered to celebrate the successful collaboration. They cheered for the ants and praised Andy's bravery and leadership. The meadow animals recognized the strength that comes from working together and marveled at the positive impact they could achieve when they set aside their differences and united towards a common goal. The celebration was filled with joy and gratitude, with the ants and their new allies basking in the triumph of their collective efforts. They knew that by supporting one another and embracing unity, they had not only saved the anthill but also created a lasting bond among the creatures of the meadow. With the combined efforts of everyone, the anthill was saved from the destructive flood. The ants felt immense gratitude towards Andy for his selfless actions and clever thinking. They recognized his resourcefulness and appreciated his bravery. Andy's acts of kindness and courage had a profound impact on the other ants. Inspired by his example, they realized the importance of being kinder and more helpful to one another. The ants embraced a newfound spirit of unity and cooperation, working together harmoniously. As the story drew to a close, Andy was hailed as a hero among the ant community. The ants celebrated his heroism and admired his noble qualities. They respected him not only for his bravery during the flood but also for the positive change he brought to their anthill. The story concluded with the ants living harmoniously in their restored home. They thrived in an environment filled with kindness, cooperation, and gratitude. Andy's legacy lived on, reminding them of the power of selflessness and inspiring them to continue being a close-knit community. And so, the tale of Andy, the kind-hearted ant, ended with a heartwarming message of unity, kindness, and the potential for every individual to make a significant difference in the lives of others.